basically like this, right? This works, right?
Welcome back to another episode of Banter Boys, guys. We're back in the dungeon, as you can see. New background.
The juice is loose.
Yes, sir.
And as you can see, we have no guests.
It's just the three of us.
We haven't done this since the first episode and the intro, so it's time we bring it back to our roots, you know?
We might have a guest in one of our videos coming up. So it's going to be different from a podcast, I think. It's going to be pretty cool for you guys.
Yeah.
Hope you guys like that.
Put my skills to the test. There is too.
So today we're going to be talking about, just going to be ruining your favorite childhood cartoons, to be honest.
We apologize.
We apologize in advance. But let's get into this right away. And our first theory is about Avatar and Korra, the basis of our channel, where it started.
Foundation, our roots.
So we're going to let David explain the conspiracy theory.
So basically, my man Sokka, yeah? Professional bagsman of the show. And we have some pale shorty named Toph, as everyone knows. But anyways, the theory goes on that Suki, you know, I don't know what the hell happens to her, but she's not in the picture. But Sokka and Toph get together when they're older, and then they have, what's her name again? Su-Yin? Lin is Toph's firstborn, which is with some random youth from the corner. No one knows who he is. Then we got Su-Yin, who looks nothing like Lin. Lin is some pale, pasty, no melanin. And then you got Su-Yin, she got some
melanin on her.
yeah,
Kind
like
of dark. Kind of look like a water tribe girl.
hey.
Whoa.
That's basically the basis of the theory. It's like easy to say because in the show, obviously Suki, what the fuck am I saying? Saga and Toph, they had a little connection, a little spark in the original show. Comics low key too, but that's nor here nor there. And it's easy to go off of because obviously you can kind of picture them kind of together when they're older. So it's not that far fetched, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also there's a picture of like how similar Su Yin's son looks to
Yeah,
Sokka
put that right
here.
there.
Put that right here, right now.
It looks similar.
Like
Their
there's like,
resemblance is uncanny.
so it's probably not true, but it's the most believable theory for Sokka's kids in the Avatar universe.
He got no
yeah.
kids. It make no sense.
So
Everybody in the show has
Did he
kids
have a
except
wife?
they don't say what happened to Suki.
Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Okay, let's go. Put the money in my ass, Nick.
Overall, let's rate these conspiracies like 1 to 5. I think that's a good like margin.
2.5. There's common sense to
Yeah.
it, but there's no real facts to it.
I'm going in like 50-50, so I'd have to go like 3.
I'll go a bit
right
less
in
than
between.
50-50. I'll go like a 2 out of 5.
It's just a baseless accusation.
Pretty much. It's just going off skin color. There's not really much like reasoning besides, oh, they have the same skin color. So that's why I'm not gonna say like 50-50 because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
I
it's
feel you.
half and half.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
going off of the resemblance of
Yeah.
her kids, which is why I went to 50-50.
True. So that is our first theory, and our second one is gonna be about SpongeBob and how each character from SpongeBob portrays one of the 7 deadly sins. So this is gonna be where it starts getting a bit darker and darker throughout the
It's
show.
depressing.
Yeah. So Lust is gonna be SpongeBob because he only has a love for everybody and he's just like always happy and just he has no like hate towards anybody. Sloth is gonna be Patrick because he's literally living under a rock.
Fat as shit. Under a rock.
Lazy as hell. Like,
Yo,
no job.
that
Wait.
was
Ass.
He kind of thick though.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Play the clip.
Hey, SpongeBob, how do I look?
Wow.
Hey, yo.
So Gluttony is gonna be Gary because there's so many like jokes about how SpongeBob always
I
has
gotta
to feed
go
him.
feed Gary, man.
Like, oh wait, there's like this picture where Gary's food bowl is like mad. It's like Mount Everest type shit. It's fucking.
Anyone people at Gary turns into a demon when he has no food?
Oh, yeah.
That is crazy, man.
So next would be Greed, which is obvious. It's Mr. Krabs because he's always money hungry and something like that.
He, at the end of the payday, or not the end of the payday, but like, when it's paycheck time for his workers, he gives them fees instead of checks. Imagine. You get a fee for working somewhere. That's depressing.
It's like you get your check. Okay, here's what you made. A fee for working for me. A fee for using my lights. A
Membership
fee for just walking into my building.
for using the kitchen equipment. You get a fee.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So next would be envy, which is Plankton because he's envious of what Mr. Krabs has, the success of the
Homie just
Krusty
a
Krab.
hater. Rip Bozo, man.
He's a hater, bro. Make him out. Next would be Pride, which is Sandy because she's prideful of where she comes from. She's from Texas. Bitch won't stop talking about it. Every 5 seconds she's like, Texas? Like, shut up. Nobody cares.
You said what?
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
Okay.
Rap is Squidward because, you know, homie, no, he's really the hater.
Nah,
Squidward be
Squidward he has anger issues. That man is just,
Squidward.
he hates his life.
He's
Go get a new life.
depressed. That's
SpongeBob
all
just
it
be
is.
trying to have a good time, and then Squidward come out the cut just like, fuck you, bitch. Like it's just out of
Squidward's the
pocket.
type of dude to see you at a party and call the feds just because
Just because everyone's having fun. He just
Like Squidward would be the type to not get into the party and then call the cops.
Oh.
Gonna get in.
Squidward's just a hater, bro. Like,
do something with your life.
But
Stop playing
that's
the
pretty
parent.
much the theory. Those are the
he
seven
working a
deadly
dead end
sins.
job and is mad because his job. Like, it's your choice.
It's
And
because
you
of the
suck at clarinet.
It's
Do
because of the
something
fees.
else.
Chill, it's because of the fees.
No, homie should be on FL Studio instead of playing with a clarinet. He, fuck, like, bro, I don't know. Be a rapper or some shit.
Bro, but you know who got some fire ass music? My man Kelpie G.
Healthy.
Play that shit.
Salutations.
So that's pretty much this theory. It just goes over how, but this one's more believable than the first one
Yeah.
because I don't think it's what the writers intended, but all those characters do fit in with each of the seven deadly sins. I'm gonna give this one like a 50-50. What do you guys think?
I'd say a 4 low key just because it's more believable because the seven deadly sins go like hand in hand with their character.
Yeah, but I feel like if you
Characteristics.
have a show with that many characters, it's gonna line up. You feel me?
It
Yeah.
is.
So that's why I'm saying 50-50 because I just don't think this is the intention of the show's creators. It's like, oh, SpongeBob lust, Patrick sloth. Nah, like
No.
it's just like something that happened by coincidence. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like 3.5.
fair. Okay. So our next theory is gonna be about Winnie the Pooh, and all the characters in Winnie the Pooh relate to a mental disorder.
And this is where like all the theories start to get dark.
Yeah.
Very.
So they say that Winnie the Pooh has an eating disorder because he's always eating honey.
biggest shit. No cap. That's why. Like,
He's always in some honey, son.
Piglet has anxiety because she's always anxious.
I can see that.
That's just very apparent in the show. Tigger has ADHD because he's always bouncing around and everything. He can't keep still. Rabbit has OCD because he always keeps everybody in check, and also his carrot farm. It's always just,
so neat.
yeah, pretty much. So then next would be Eeyore. He's just depressed.
I mean,
Man's a sad.
Bro, I'd be depressed too if my name was
I was
Eeyore.
gonna say the same thing. Like, imagine me named Eeyore.
He doesn't even have a tail. The shit is
Yo.
pinned to his. The shit is pinned to his ass.
Bro, you got a thumbtack in his ass. Put the picture right here. Fuck, yo. Ugh. And last, Christopher Robin. Schizophrenia.
Oh my god, no friends, so you gotta imagine some stuffed animals to be his boys. You going down to the corner store, yo mom, I'm gonna be back, I'm chilling with the homies. What homies?
Now you just walk into the room, he's just talking to everyone like, oh, come here, Tigger.
Yo,
Who are you talking
Tigger.
to, son?
yo, we gotta do this lick, man. We've been being dissed by the homies down 63rd, man. We gotta do something.
His
Ma Dukes walks in the room. Who the fuck you talking to?
Now you get into a fight at school. He says, I'm gonna bring my boys, watch. Pulls up.
There's nobody but
He pull up. He getting his shit fucking beat. He just looks to the side. Yo, take a jump into him.
Nothing happens. They look like, who the fuck is Tigger?
They just stop because they feel bad for him. He's just talking to random ass people. They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna leave you alone at this point.
You got it, bro. You
Your
got it.
life is sad enough.
Go take some Vicodins or something, bro. Like,
But I feel like this theory, it goes more hand in hand with the characters because there's
Same
less
with the
characters.
SpongeBob, right?
It's like that,
It's
but there's less characters in Winnie the Pooh compared to SpongeBob. So the
Yeah.
fact that like they can have all this line up, I think is more believable. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 too.
Same thing. Fours
Four?
across the board.
4. This is a decent theory, but it's really depressing to be honest.
Oh, no,
But you know what is depressing?
The next one is the
Our next
next
theory
one.
is pretty depressing. We're gonna let Dean read this one out for you guys.
This thing is mad.
Alright, so basically in Rugrats, none of the babies are there. I'm sorry to tell you this. They're just dead. Alright, so basically Angelica has schizophrenia and all the babies they just die, so she just imagines them. I don't know why I'm saying this.
Obviously.
Such joy in my heart.
Obviously, it's like so obvious. How could you not see this just watching the show?
Just wait.
Yeah?
Just wait. Just
Yeah.
wait. Alright, so Chucky died along with his dad. So Tommy was a stillborn. And then for the twins, they're not actually twins. They died in the womb. Well, it died in the womb. And they never knew the gender. So she just imagined them as a boy and a girl. And this is where it gets pretty sad.
This is the darkest part of the theory, and which makes it like unbelievable to us.
Maybe even the whole episode. God damn. Go ahead, Dean.
Say what happens.
Alright, so she grows up. She still has schizophrenia, just depressed, Jesus, sad.
Yeah.
And then she gets to 13 and she overdoses on drugs, narcotics. You shitting me?
Illicit narcotics. Overdose. OD.
You gonna have this child-friendly cartoon, right? And this theory about to say, oh, you know that main character girl, Angelica? Yeah, she OD'd at 13.
13.
Is you shit me?
You shitting me?
How do you go through that much trauma at 13, bro? Your life
That's
is
sad.
I hate to say it, but Shorty's life is a movie. That much trauma at 13, shit, if I do it, she live in a drama.
Hey, yo.
God damn.
So, what do you guys rate this theory?
I'd have to give it like a 2.5, maybe a 3.
You're giving this a 50-50.
I give it a 1, because
That's what I'm saying.
Depressing. I love this show so much. To hear all this negative stuff about the show is just sad as hell. Like
I like this show too much. I just don't want this to be any reason why the show was created.
What I was saying.
It just went down after the overdose. As soon as the overdose went.
Oh, what you was about to give it a 5 or something?
No.
So that is 4 theories so far, and
Now-
we're on to our last one.
We're gonna have someone explain this last theory because he brought it up in the prepping for this video.
He created this theory from scratch.
Alright, why don't you come explain this theory?
Alright, so the backstory to this theory was we're creating the.
We're creating the script for this
And
video.
we're all just finding things, and
Yeah.
Art goes,
We have-
wait, I
no,
have
no.
one.
We have 4 theories, and we're gonna do 5 for the
Out of
video.
the blue in the FaceTime, he says, well, I'm gonna let him say it.
We're gonna
Why
let
don't you
him
come
say
by?
it.
Why don't you
Ari,
come
come
by?
into the video.
Alrighty.
So Ari, what is the theory you came up with?
So the theory I came up with, it's pretty simple. You know the show, The Magic School Bus, right?
Yeah, I love that show.
Everyone's seen it.
Amazing.
It's your middle school science teacher's favorite special.
You know the lovable Miss Frizzle
Yeah.
Yeah, what
about
about
it?
Love her.
and the lovable kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. She kidnapped all those kids and drugged them.
No.
Oh.
So the theory is that Miss Frizzle, she may be the leader of a child trafficking syndicate and a drug syndicate.
Can you explain what type of drugs she uses on them, Art?
Probably like LSD,
roofies?
roofies,
Hallucinogenics.
hallucinogenics.
You know what that does explain?
What?
How they got like 300 episodes, they never change teachers, they never
Never
graduate.
changed teachers.
They never get older either. Like, you never see anyone's parents.
The drugs stunt their growth.
Yeah.
They never grow.
The same age for like 3 years.
So you're saying that they on a field trip, but they really just on a trip.
They on a field trip.
You might get baked.
So what does she do with these kids after she kidnaps them?
Puts them in her basement. Like that's not a school. That's like a warehouse.
That would explain those wild field trips, the drugs. Like, I've never been on a field trip where I go inside my friend's body.
I
you
mean,
wanna repraise that?
Pause.
this is exactly what they've thought about when they made
Magic
the Magic
School
School Bus. They say
Bro, it's not a bus. It's a white van.
it's a white van that they painted.
Free candy. Instead it
You ever
says,
notice the bus has eyes?
bullshit
too?
middle school. One of the kids said, I hope this better be a regular field trip.
He's the only one who's aware.
He's woke.
The drugs
Whoa.
don't work.
Hey, yo, big up Arnold, big up
Stay-
Arnold.
stay woke.
And that's why she killed him, aka when she threw him into space and his head froze.
They knew
She
too
couldn't
much.
have.
Should we recite the song?
Please
let this be a normal field trip with a friend.
Aww. But overall, that is that theory that this sicko came up with.
In FaceTime, in the span of 2 seconds. I wanted to go with...
I just looked up cartoons on Google and saw Magic School Bus and saw.
So this is just what normally goes through your brain.
Yo,
He
you
saw
need to get
kids, woman, bus, Epstein.
Let's rate this theory.
5 out of 10. Banger.
5 out of 10.
I wanted to go with something lighthearted like Jimmy Neutron being in some government-controlled environment, and they use his inventions for like the military assumption. This man brought up Little St. James Island and the Magic School Bus. Wildin'.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one 50-50 too, like David said, because
50-50.
you said 5 out of 10.
That's a
Oh man, 5 out of 5. I'm
This is
retarded.
100.
Your brain doesn't fucking work. You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm giving this a 50-50 because I don't want it to be
I
true.
definitely don't want it to be
It's
true, but it's so funny.
But
It's too good.
it's funny as hell, and it fits so well.
Definitely
There's
true.
no facts to it, but it's just like if you apply what they do in the show to modern times, that shit don't fly. No, who's going on a international field trip with some random teacher and her pet lizard? What parent signed off on that waiver? Or
I'm
not
sorry.
waiver, but
But if my
Form.
if
The
I
syllabus.
walk on a bus and I see a lizard just on my teacher's
You be taking the
shoulder,
short bus?
I'm out.
It's the short bus.
It's the short bus.
New theory, she drugs disabled kids.
No.
And on that note, we have to finish the video, guys.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those bell notifications so you get notified every single time we upload.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been your Banter Boys here, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace
Bang.
out.
you dig.